H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of the day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Women Rock Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Let me share the show and get this party started. Just want to welcome everybody. Got some unique things to share with you. Let me share that right there, and then let me share with my groups. And got some interest. Women, it's Women Rock Wednesday, but I see you, Panther Network. I see you up there, Doc. But I appreciate you being the first one in. Let me go to my YouTube and see if it's cracking over there. You know, we have to go through this stuff. It's Women Rock Wednesday, but we have to do this stuff all the time. So, but it's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna share it with my on Twitter, so my people on Twitter would know. And let me see what I got with Twitter. You know what? You know what I haven't been doing with Twitter? Watch this, Twitter. Let me go over to the Chop Shop Twitter also. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go to Chop Shop Twitter and share it. Also, I haven't been doing that. Robert, let's go. Let's share it over there too. Let's let's how you do this. Hold on, how you do this? Yeah, don't do me like that. I'm hitting the wrong button. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just not as good as I spoke. Okay, I liked it now. Okay, now repost it. Yes, it's Women Rock Wednesday. Hey, Belinda, what's going on? Uh, okay, I just shared it over there. Y'all, I just shared it in a place that I forgot sometime to share it over in YouTube. I share it on the face on Chop Shop. I usually share it on my personal one, but this particular time I shared it on it's just popped up to me. You know what? I want some questions. I want to ask y'all. Uh, let me know. It's Women Rock Wednesday. Give me some topics? Belinda, you've been gone a long time. Where you been? I don't know where you been. She disappeared on us, y'all. But what's been happening in the news? What's been happening out here that you want to talk about so we can share it? I want to hear what y'all been saying and see what y'all got going on because I got topic upon topic on topic, but sometimes I want to hear, and I know you want to hear from me, but I want to hear what you got going on. What's up, Hatter? Uh, Hello, beautiful ladies. Okay, I see your business, man. I see you out there. Y'all talk to me. Brandon Weefall, we had some great little conversations yesterday. Let's share the show, everybody. What we gonna do today? What's interesting been happening out there that we you know, there ain't nobody sharing. I had my son was talking to me this morning and asked me, do I use GPT, right? The show. And I never have. He said, Dad, you should, you should, you should use it. You should use it. So, I just didn't have time because you had to sign in and all that kind of stuff. I just never I consumed so much information he didn't understand. He just wanted to push GPT on me. And it's you know what? Sometimes you got to just let people think that you listening. Because they're gonna keep on. Well, you just I just told him, I said, I try to find the things that's not on GPT. You follow me? I try to find stuff that's not on Chat. I try to find stuff that's not trending that we need to talk about. So it's a unique dynamic. And I told you he need to watch the show more. He said, "Oh no, we're in trouble." No, uh, uh, he said he want to talk about Ace Bailey and the draft tonight. Well, yeah, we can talk about the draft. I got that right here. It's Flag Day today. It's Flag Day today in the draft. It's It's the Cooper Flag draft today, you know. And what you want to talk about Ace Bailey? Because we've talked about him on the show. We've talked about, him dropping. I don't know if he's dropping or not, because I haven't heard that from nobody that I really, really trust. I don't go by what they say on Twitter, and I have to talk to somebody. And I am gonna tell you the truth. I haven't even asked about with Ace Bailey going on. I know some people who know the people that represent him, and they telling me things about him, and there's a lot to be desired. But I, I'm hearing secondhand stuff, so I don't like to talk too much about it because I don't know the kid. I don't know the people who represent him. I just know that he's doing some things that I wouldn't do if I was in those positions, because your job is to make sure uh, when you represent a athlete, you become their contract advisor. You become their advisor for their contract, the NFL or the NBA career, the MLB career. You become their advisor. So the things that you advise them on is very important, what you advise them on. And maybe these his people think they are giving him the right advice. Who am I? All of y'all will come on here talking, well, I got an opinion, Hatter. I do this here. I do this here. I do this here. That man who represent him might feel the same way. That man might feel the same way. The guy who are my sleepers in the draft from what it's this coward, this Cedric Coward guy that a lot of people ain't been talking about, with the big hands and the shooting ability, the guy that went to D3. That's who I'm banking for. They got a couple of foreign guys gonna surprise y'all. Uh, you know, uh, Sleeper in the draft. What you mean by sleeper? Somebody that might get picked, that which sleeper, or the guy that's gonna be good in the draft? I don't know. What you mean sleeper? Help me out. Melvin, you said Ace Bailey. What you want to know about Ace Bailey? Fred Van Fleet resigns. I guess he did. I don't know how to. I haven't kept up with him today. I haven't got a message about Fred Van Fleet today. Uh, I know he shot the damn ball too much. That's what I know about Fred Van Fleet. But I don't know if he signed or not. I didn't came across my thing. Um, but give me more. Give me more. Just don't. Fred resigns with Rockets. Um, what? I mean, who else wanted him? Who else was going to be stupid enough to pay him that kind of money? I just hope we got him for a lower price. Who may go under the radar that you see got some skills that caught your eye? Dude, can I be frank? Don't none of these players catch my eye. I hate to say it. Uh, don't none of them. But I'm serious. And I wish I could tell you. Like I said, the Cedric Coward guy, I'm looking at him, but catch my eye. Hmm. Hmm. I like Cooper Flag. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm intrigued about him. But nobody caught my eye. I'm not even that intrigued by Dylan Harper. I got to see more. Because all I saw him and Ace Bailey do, they gonna be lottery picks, and they just kept getting their head tore off. So I got to see more. I'm talking about me, I just, like I tell y'all, I'm not an NBA GM. I'm not an NBA owner. I'm just a guy who've studied this game for 30 some years, and it's just nobody caught my eye. Fred Van Fleet, that's better. That's better. That's a better deal for him. Instead of 40 million, you get him 20. He's a $20 million. Absolutely. I'll take that for Fred Van Fleet. I just hadn't seen it. I'm not reporting that. That's Melvin Dews reporting that. I haven't seen that. That's Melvin Dews is reporting this right here. I'm gonna put his name up there. I haven't. Oh, that's right. I changed the system. I got to make it big again. I got to make it big. I got to make it big again because what you call it? I restarted the whole computer. I shut it down and shut it back up. But that's interesting. Eric, you going I'm interested to see what VJ Edgecombe do because he didn't impress me. His athleticism did, but I didn't think I didn't he wasn't impressive to me. Con Knipple, I like him. Jeremy Fields, Jeremiah Fields, I really, really, really like him. I like it. I really like him, but he's so young, and he gonna be on that bench. Uh, uh, if especially if he go, well, the Utah Jazz might. If he go to Utah Jazz, they might play him. Let me keep going. Let me just go because I got a list. I'm intrigued to see what Common Malowatch do. Since you asked me, I wasn't going. Trey Johnson. I like his ability to score, but I just didn't. I just wasn't impressed by him. But he's a bucket. But I just was not impressed by him. I never said I want to go see him. Uh, um, this guy, Noah, Esingu. He from overseas. He playing in Germany. He coming to the draft, y'all. His team is playing in the German finals. They up 2-1. He said, no, a game tonight. He said he coming to the draft. In other words, that that minor league stuff over here, I'm finna come work on my major league stuff. A lot of people giving him flack about it, but I like that. I like him saying, I'm just going through. You asking me who gonna be the sleeper? Man, ain't none of these dudes I like, and I've seen them, but they just ain't pop. Derek Queen, he got a chance to be a bust to me. Some about him I don't like, but his name's Cedric Coward. Remember Cedric Coward? That's the one I'm intrigued by. I'm intrigued by him because he was a D3 first, right? And he said I had to work. I wasn't good enough then. I had to work myself to this position. I like him. This kid, Thomas Sorber, he played at Georgetown. I saw him in bits and pieces. He fouled out a lot. If you foul out a lot at Georgetown, you're gonna foul out a lot in the NBA. So I'm just all these people got on the mock drafts. I like Danny Wolf. A lot of people don't. I like Danny Wolf, the big kid that played at Michigan. The big 7-footer. I thought he was 7 foot. He's 6'10". That's different. Okay, let's see. Asa Newell. What I learned about Asa Newell, he's a supreme rebounder. If you rebound in college, you're gonna be a pretty good rebounder in the pros. And I like rebounding. Lynn McNeely, they say he good. I didn't like him. I just didn't like him. I mean, and y'all got to understand, I'm kind of hard. I don't mean I dislike him. Then we got all these guys coming from overseas. Walter Clayton Jr. I want to see what he's gonna do. Because he went through the NCAA and went through the SEC. And the SEC was supposed to be the best conference, right? So guess what? He should translate. What about Fields? I love Fields. Fields. Y'all really? I got him like right here. I just want to see because I just like him. He's dynamic. He got some stuff. But you know what? That's why I was unsure why Taj Pettiford went back. Taj Pettiford and Fields, they're my guards. They're my two guards. Is this kind of research, he said, is this the kind of research you did when you went after players you represented? You know what? I really wanted to represent you. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I had to go see the player. You know, I had to like a player, y'all. Yo, first time I saw Penny play, I liked him. First time I saw Michael Redd play, I liked him. First time I saw Rashard Lewis play, I liked him. First time I saw Charles Woodson play, I liked him. First time I saw Orlando Pace, I liked him. The guys that I just said, those are the guys that I want. Now, we had other people in our firm. They went after other players. But y'all got to understand, a firm of people got a lot of people in there. And you go get the guys you like. I don't like the same thing Dwight liked. I don't like the same thing that Kevin liked. I didn't like the same things that Carl liked. I didn't like the same that Dwight and Jeff liked. So it's just guys. I wanted stars. I wanted dudes. I think y'all gotta understand. Nothing but the best for the best. I think I'm the best. So all I wanted to do is get somebody where I had leverage. I didn't want to go pick no long shots. I did it once and it worked out for me with Sean Westbrook. Didn't nobody like him at first. He went up to the Final Four in that college game and he turned it out. Next thing you know, shoot, they drafted him high. So I bought low. You know what? No, stars are not easy work. That's people who are ignorant and who don't know what this game is about. No, what you got a star, you have leverage. Eric, I admit I'm a leverage negotiator. I can't take a non-playing person like yourself and get him in the league. You got to have some talent. You got to have talent. I want to negotiate with leverage. Leverage. Yes, leverage. Y'all understand with me? A leverage negotiator. I'm glad y'all brought this up. Eric, I'm glad you brought this up. No, I don't. Of course, I want the best. If I think I'm the best, don't you think I should have the best? And if they think they the best, they should be trying to do. And sometimes the players don't do the same thing. They think like you. I just no. You better go get somebody who's done this stuff. You know what the hell they doing. In some manner of their life, you better see that they excelled in something before they come and experiment on you. He said, "Did you make a free agent or stuff?" No, I can't make no free. Listen. I'm glad this man is this dude here is. Did you make? I can't never make no free agent nothing. Agent don't make you nothing. Only does the agent does is put you in a position where somebody draft you and my job is as a Eric, listen to this, contract advisor, not talent evaluator, not going to find a free agent to make him good. I can't make the only person can make the free agent good is himself. I can't run the 40. I can't get no 40. A 40-inch vertical leap. I don't have that. The guy got to have enough talent to play in this league. I can't go and take a regular person and put him in the league. Gina, we got a guy on here we trying to teach a little bit. He talking about, and I'll wait. Hey, he told me, try to be cool with it. Watch this. Hold up. Did you make a free agent a star, or did you make an undrafted player, make him a star? I'll wait. You ain't gonna never make nobody nothing in this league. I can't, if you don't have no talent, I ain't nothing I can do for you. The name of our company in the beginning was Professional Sports Planning. in the later part, we changed it to The Deal. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to be a professional athlete before I can represent. You just can't be no free agent and find it over there playing and find it and think I can just come up here and tell the Houston Rockets, you got to be hitting 40-some points a game at Fundy right now for me to even say, hey, Emmy, you might want to take a look at this. You got to realize an agent is a contract advisor. We advise you if you have a contract, not if you don't. ain't good enough to get a contract. Did you get that? Because a lot of people don't understand. You don't make no players. Nobody have made no player. Do you think somebody made LeBron? Do you think somebody made Kevin Durant? Do you think somebody made Anthony Davis? No. God made them. That's why it ain't but 5,000, under 5,000 of them ever to play on the planet. And I consider myself lucky the other day, to playing golf. Cause look what I was doing. I was on the golf course with two of them. Ain't but 4,000 of them in the world. I was on the golf course with two of them that was played in my group the other day. That's how special this fraternity is. This ain't, I can't make you no free. They're free. Like Monty, Monty had to work himself in them up there. Penny, y'all got to remember, Penny ain't never won nothing. Penny didn't win in high school. He didn't win in college. But when he went to college, he went to work. So guess, he gave me leverage enough for Orlando to say, we got to have him. He had me leverage enough where I can get him on a movie. If he was just a regular player, I couldn't have got him at Blue Chips. I couldn't have got a free agent on the Blue Chips movie, Eric. It's not easy because when you got them, when you got the top guys, everybody looking at you. So it ain't easy, and you got to make sure you do his contract right. So it's really harder because the free agent guys, guess what? Ain't nobody even thinking about them no way. To whom much is given, Eric, much is required. Sean Record and his brother Mike are good guys. Yeah, really had some game. Fonda had talent to give a chance. Eric, I didn't mean to go here. Like my son, I told you, my son talking about, right, Daddy, how do you get your topics? Go to Chat GPT. I told him, I don't have to do nothing but turn on this, on the thing and ask people what they want to talk about. And look what we get to talk about. Eric learning something right now. Either you got it or you don't. A pro got to be a pro. I'm telling y'all, y'all got to hear me. Michael Jordan and Larry Jordan was a better player than Mike for a long time. Larry Jordan was the man in Wimbledon. He was the man. But he didn't go to 5'7". His brother grew to 5'6". They had the same training, the same food, the same mama, the same daddy, the same everything. But Michael wound up being the greatest ever. God have to touch you, Eric. I'm telling you the truth. Blake Griffin, two twins, had the same thing, the same workouts, the same thing. Blake went to everything his brother did. They went to, but it happened for Blake. Yo, God, I'm serious. No matter how y'all in them gyms working out, some got to touch. Yo, the NBA, everybody work hard. Don't you think these college players ain't working hard? Hard work is just the price of admission. Whether you're going to get there or not, some have to touch. Yo, it ain't but 4,000 of these men that ever walked the planet. But let me keep going. Never a player themselves have to go and play. The agent works for the athlete, not the other way around. He said, let me give you an example. Since you know so much, I like this. Jay Sims was a Houston talent, right? That walked on. Jay Sims, how many more Jay Sims have you ever seen that happen to? Jay Sims was an outlier. He had the wherewithal to pay his $250 and go to a G League camp and made a way for himself. He made a way for himself. Ain't no agent did, Mr. Know-It-All, mediocre comedian. He made a way for himself. You're not listening to your own damn Ain't nobody. Jay Sims went to a workout, paid $250 like everybody else, went to a workout and they said, oh, I like him. I like him. Come on back. You come on back. You come on back. That's what happened to Jay Sims. That's an outlier because that don't happen. He said, hold up. Look at Big Coach. Big Coach that I walked him to Carol Dawson himself and spoke on my behalf. And I didn't even represent him, Eric. This is a guy that was at a higher level than a lot of y'all been. He had a sniff, he had a chance. So I introduced him to the GM and told the GM, and really didn't even know him that well. He said, stop using Penny in every example. Why shouldn't I? He the best freaking example in the world. He was my first basketball player. So I'm going to always, and for 30-some years later, he would come to a golf tournament in Houston because I gave him a call. And you think I ain't going? Just because you don't have friends and clients like this, don't hate on me. That sound like some hater stuff right there. The courage, the perfect example. Perfect example. The Currys. They grew up going to the same workouts. Ladies and gentlemen, why Steph? First of all three of them is a member of the 4,000. Daddy, and the two sons. That's a feat right there. That man said GPT takes the knowledge it makes it available for everyone else. What's in your head is exclusive until. Y'all, I'm just laughing. My son called me, told me, Dad, do you ever use? I said, dude, I ain't using that. Then I said, why should I use ChatGPT? I want to talk about some. Guess what? Ain't nobody talking about this on no show, nowhere. This probably the only show in the world that's talking about what I'm talking about right now. Because everybody can't talk about this. It ain't no super agents. Let's get this. There's not a super agent. No such thing as super agents. It's super clients. Because if they ain't good, hold up. If Rich Paul was representing Eric Bowens, y'all wouldn't even be talking about him. Adele wouldn't have gave him a chance. The only reason Rich Paul got Adele, he got LeBron. Hey, Doug, we got these people who just be, what is a low hanging fruit? What is this man? This man don't even know what he's talking about. This man been drunk. He drunk. I'm gonna leave him alone. James here, we're working out with me at Fondy, Prince Jim. However, prior to I don't know about all that. That boy went and worked for that job. The Ball family, where two of them got in. Jello didn't, what is name? Not Mello, Jello. Jello, why Jello didn't get in? Eric? Hold up. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Can I talk to y'all? Let me tell you. I'm going to tell you something. Eric, watch this. I'm going to help you out. Eric, if I had represented all three of them, Jello would be on somebody's damn team. Because what? Like I said in the beginning, I got leverage. I got an all-star. I got another all-star if he didn't get where he got hurt. I'm going to work. Jello going to be on somebody's damn team. But shit, now Jello said, I don't have to be on nobody's team, man. I got a hit song. That's why I don't need Chat GPT. You go use your GPT to revamp them corny jokes you be telling. This real life over here. That's fantasy. What you talking about? But I'm glad y'all brought that up. I'm glad y'all brought that up. This unique. See, ain't nobody talking about this nowhere else. Let me see. Eric Boone, boy, I know he want to say something. He just want to be quiet. But no, y'all don't understand. Eric Bowens is a guy I've been knowing a long time. He's a Google him. He might be Googleable. He might have a Google strand. But now that dad ain't messed it up. See that? He talking about that the daddy messed it up. How in the hell can you mess up getting two guys? Hold on. How many of your family in the NBA? That man said the daddy messed it up. How many of your friends? I know you ain't got no family in the NBA. LeVar Ball got two of them in the NBA. And you said the daddy messed it up. Do y'all hear? Y'all, I should stop talking about his stuff, right? I know y'all saying, why you even worry about him, Rob? See him in LA. Yeah. See him at the Laugh Factory in LA. Believe you me, this Friday, I'm gonna make sure my daughter go out there and heckle your ass while you on the show. Thankful. I'm gonna get Friday at 7:30. The 9, you probably gonna go on first. I'm gonna text everybody I know to go out to the LA Laugh Factory to heckle this dude like he heckling me right now on the show. Yeah, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you, homeboy. This Friday, you better have some real jokes. Cause they gonna do you like Eddie Murphy did Dave Chappelle on Sherman Clump. Or what's the name of the Clumps? Whatever that movie. That's what they gonna do to you. Barry McDonald. I'm gonna get some Eddie Murphy boys out there to tear his head off on. Thank you for telling me where you're gonna be at the Laugh Factory. Boy, I'm gonna get a whole lot of them to come in there and get it. Yes, sir. You better be ready for Friday, mister. You should have hold up. we finna reverse this thing. You see, this is why I tell y'all to share the show. Cause we done had all these people out there in LA on the Chop Shop coming out there to tear his head off. This is why I'm telling y'all need to share the show. Y'all ain't sharing the show enough. LeVar birthed 2 lottery picks. There are agents that have never had one pick in the green. Absolutely. It ain't, I told y'all, it ain't the agent. I'll never walk around. Everybody on here who really know me, not these people who know of me, I always put my clients first. He the one the most important, not me. Not me. Ever. I'm always pushing the athlete. That's why I talk about Penny, because he changed my life. That's why I talk about Terrell Buckley. He changed my life. That's why I talk about Charles Wilson. Them dudes could have went to anybody in the world. Everybody wanted. Ty Law, Orlando Pace was the first time the number 1 pick ever been drafted, the first time a number 1 pick ever been represented by 100% black-owned firm, Orlando Pace. What if he didn't do that? See, what you don't know, Eric, we made a way for these young guys that's coming up. So you always got to give respect to that. And I know you're just kidding because you think you're a comedian, but this stuff here on this show here, it's real. This stuff here is real. My biggest draft surprise night was when Rashard Lewis didn't get drafted to the 2nd round. That was my biggest and my worst, because 3 teams told us that they were going to draft him in the 1st round. And the Houston Rockets had 3 picks and didn't use one of them to pick him. See, in order for you to be in the green room, a team, you just don't hop your ass up and go to the green room. Several teams have to say, yes, we're going to take him. That was my biggest surprise. But I can't tell you the stuff that we did before. I prepared them for it because I know how stuff goes on. Because I got intel. I got intel from, see, the GM might tell me something, but I knew the scout. And the scout said, man, your young fella, man, just didn't come to prepare. He wasn't aggressive enough in those workouts. When you just, and they just changed their mind. People change their mind. People gonna change their mind tonight. You can't listen to him. And he was talking about Ace Bailey. I don't know what's going on with Ace Bailey. I just don't know. I don't, but one request, I haven't heard him say this, but one request they said, they got certain teams that they want him to go to on the East Coast. Homeboy, you might get traded anywhere. You can't tell the. Have you ever been able to find out what transfer? Oh, yeah, they told me. They told me. They just wasn't going to spend a first round draft pick on him. That's all. They knew he could play. Sometimes just because they're not going to spend a first round draft pick on you, that means we're going to give you some time. But guess what? It benefited Rashard. Rashard got hungrier. And guess what? He got to the money quicker than the other guys did. So what people turn out that thought it was bad, they turned it to good. He just didn't go. See, I can do everything for you, y'all, but I can't go into workouts with you and watch you work out and see. Y'all got, that's one thing. All we can do is prepare you, and you got to go in there and you got to go in there and eat. And but he ate later in life, but just that time. And when I look back on it, I think it was probably the best thing for him. I think it was the best thing, just like it's the best thing for Shedeur Sanders right now. He still don't understand that, man, you can't get caught driving 100 miles an hour. Y'all, I ain't never drove a car at 100 miles an hour. And my car's pretty fast. I just don't understand that. But you can, y'all, you can, all you can do is put your athletes in the best position possible. And just hope they listen to you. And parents, when your kids go off to college, please, your young black men, forget kids, when your young black men go off to college and they go to some of these hick-ass towns, make sure you give them the talk. Okay? Make sure you give them the talk. Because when they go, all these rednecks do, they just see a black man. Not a young man trying to go and further his education, straight A student, or play on the basketball team or play on the football team. Parents, I'm looking you in this camera right here. You got a young black male going to college. You got to have that talk with him about how they see him. That's real talk. He said, I shared the show to Talk Me Sports, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. They're watching the show. Talk to Me Sports. What's up, man? How y'all doing it? All the way from Pennsylvania. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. And make sure Harold, make sure y'all email me, let me know about y'all's show so I can make sure people talk about your show. Shanquetta gave me clapped her hand. She know what I'm talking about. She a mama. Silver lining is he said silver lining. I'm not going first round in the NBA and sometimes drafted in the NFL. You can get the money sooner and lot. I mean, listen, I'd rather get the money earlier. I'm gonna just tell you the truth, Doug. Doug, that ain't the way it was supposed to happen. But you have to, if it does happen, if the world give you lemons, you got to make lemonade. You don't own a team. I don't own a team. My job is to make sure wherever my son get drafted, I mean not my son, wherever my client get drafted, I'm gonna make sure they pay him. That's my job. He got to get paid his fair market value. All that other stuff they talking about. First and the 15th, make sure my son is paid. And then try to make sure you help the Sean, because you can't tell them what to do as an agent, but make sure they get with somebody that not. I didn't help you get the money. Now we got to find somebody to help you keep it. Your financial guy. Got to. I'm gonna help you get it. So ain't no use in me getting you all this money if you finna go and let him mess it off or you finna mess it off. Now, if you really want to go, you better look up a loose chopper. You better look up Michael Red. That's who got the money fast. You need to look up Michael Red. You need to look up Michael Red before you go to putting that stuff up there about Gilbert Arenas and all that. Go look up Michael Red first. Uh, Chat. I'm just helping you. Since you want to put stuff on. See, when you put a comment up there, I'm finna tell you, you better go look up Michael Red. He said, man, this is good here from prime time. Yeah, man, all y'all gotta do is ask questions. I mean, this stuff is, and I'm gonna tell you, the agency business now is different. They got so many, they got the sliding system, so you don't have to negotiate nothing. You got, these kids are influencers. I mean, it's different now, man. I ain't gonna tell you no lie, man. It's different now. And I'm studying it. I'm studying the differences and how we need to navigate these differences. But I ain't giving this away for free. I done gave y'all enough free stuff. Y'all getting free information today. To get all of that, you got to pay. Okay. To get me on the phone, talk to me an hour, you got to pay. No, 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 no. I said, look at Michael Red's contract. Look at Michael Red's contract. Not Michael Red, the player. Forget the player. The contract. Because you know he was supposed to be a top player. No, he didn't. He got drafted in the second round. I ain't talking about how good he was as a basketball player. I'm talking about that bread, that loose chopper put up there. But let me keep going. Let's see. Let me see. Did anybody say something? See, I'm gonna see if I missed something. I'm going back down. If I look this way, that means I'm looking at you. By him drafting in the second round, he got to the money faster. Yes, yes. How did you ever find out? Yeah, I found out. I mean, yeah, I found out. Yeah, BJ told me. Brent Johnson, who told me. Hey, the game is to be sold, not told. I'm not giving. Well, I got some stuff for him. I got some stuff for him now. And y'all, you know what's so unique? I told y'all, I've been telling y'all about something, right? I'm working on something. Some people, people be watching this show, and they understand the value of this show, and they understand the things that we're trying to implement, and they know our heart for high school, my heart for high school athletes and high school high school basketball, because they got so many challenges. Football does too, but basketball is just. But it's gonna be. They're trying to create an opportunity for the parents and for the player. But just keep looking out for it. Trying to finalize some dates. Opportunities to help the parent and the player. Basketball, high school basketball. I got that for. What you mean by quicker? What you mean by quicker? I just want to know. Had I Hey, Barry McDonald, Chop Shop Htx at gmail.com. You hit me. You hit me. We work something out. It's y'all. This stuff is so real um, that we blessed enough to have people that's on a platform this consistent. Y'all got most people in my position would probably not be doing this for y'all. Barry, I'm just telling the truth. I talk to them all the time. But y'all don't understand. This community gave a lot to me. My son grew up in this community. My daughter was born here. My son was born here. Yes, I'm from Memphis, but I've spent more time in Houston than I spent in Memphis. I went through Memphis, through high school, college. Yeah, I got the hell out of there. So most of my life, I've been somewhere else. But my daughter and my son, they were born here. So I'm going to always have a certain affinity for this town. But thank you to Eric Harrison. Somebody asked about Jace Richardson. What did y'all ask about Jace Richardson? What did y'all ask about him? Somebody asked about him earlier. I didn't want to get past it. Who asked about Jace Richardson? I saw the name. That's Jason Richardson's son. Somebody asked that question. Where did it go? Could somebody put it back up there? Because I hate that I didn't click on it, and I should have clicked on it. But I guess it's not meant for me to talk about because I can't find it. He's asking me about Jace Richardson. I didn't think he was that good of a player. He didn't move me. But like I say, I don't mean, it's just that I don't like him. Don't mean the teams don't like him. I just don't see something. Nick Clifford, Colorado State. I like him, but G League. I'm just going through some of these guys. The dude from Stanford, the big white kid, he's 7 foot. He all right. But ain't nobody saying, y'all notice I ain't said, wow, Ryan Carpenter, he big and he gonna be all right. I'm just going. I'm just trying to think of some names. Tyrese Proctor, okay. You know, I'm just going, Cam Jones, okay. Janai Broom, okay. He's 28 years old. He's dominating college basketball. Okay. I'm just going through these guys. They talking about who we're on 59 picks. Somebody lost a pick. Who lost a pick this year? Because it's usually 30 picks. 60 picks. Somebody must have lost a pick. I forgot who it was. Somebody lost a pick this year. Some team lost a pick. Did something crazy and lost a pick. But these second round picks, y'all, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. They just use them just for chips. They buy second round picks. Because they assume, but you never know. Let me see. Let me see if there's anything about this draft other than this, man, that like I say, it's Flag Day. I hope Dylan Harper's good as he think he is. I mean, they say he is. I mean, I'm intrigued by Edgecombe. Because I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think he was good, but everybody else telling him how to. So I'm gonna listen to him. I'm gonna listen to him. But that's it, y'all. I mean, thank you, Eric Harrison, for sending me down that rabbit hole. Um, but everybody who got influenced and know anybody in high school basketball and middle school, um, Mike, I'm working on some that I might have that be to your advantage. Oh, the Knicks forfeited. Okay, but what happened? What did they do? What did they do? Paul Miranda. They had that. What was the penalty? Have you heard about Michael Peavy? Yeah, I heard about him. What are you gonna do? He projected late second round. What that mean? He might not get drafted. What about it? Jace, shooting guard, man. Hey, man, ain't no such thing as no shooting guard. Man, you got to be a basketball player to be in the NBA. Ain't no shooting guard. Y'all know you don't even talk about that no more. Ain't no shooting guard and no. It's guards. He's a 6'1" guard. I don't know what he gonna do in the NBA, but they were tampering. Okay. I don't know what he gonna do in the eight, but he's 6 foot. But some they got him in here. They got him in there. Somebody like him. All you need is one team to like you. Until they cut you, then you need two teams. And then they cut you, then you need three. And then I'm just messing with you. But I don't see nothing about Michael Peavy. He play hard. Derek McQueen, uh, Derek McQueen. Oh, you're right. The Jason. Thank you, Paul Miranda. That's right. Hatter, what's your opinion of reclassing of middle school kids? I don't know. That's a good one, Loose Chopper. I don't. I ain't got no opinion. It wasn't happening in my house because I ain't reclassing because I'm trying to get to college quick, to get my degree quick. That's what we were thinking in my household. Shit, we had a choice. We class up to get to college quicker. I don't understand it. I don't understand the people. I don't understand the motives. I don't, I never sit and talk to nobody. Why do you, but they just feel that'll be a better advantage for their kid, to get a better scholarship, to get a better whatever those people want. I just, you know, how everybody try to have opinion, and I'm man enough to tell you, I just really don't have an opinion on it. Most people ain't gonna tell you that, Loose. Some people gonna try to dance around. I don't have an opinion on it. If your son want to reclassify, let him reclassify. If you don't. Because they might know something I don't know. See, Loose Chopper, when I give an opinion, I want to give an informed opinion with facts. I can't give you nothing informed. I can't get you nothing factual from me. That's why I have to tell you that way. I wish I could give you something better than that, Doc. I just can't. You have to ask somebody who have did that, and maybe they can tell you. I just don't. I mean, I don't care, man. If your son might need special needs. Your son might not be able to comprehend stuff. He might be immature. He might need to. Uh, you know, he might need to not be. I don't know. That's a good one. Maybe we got somebody on the feed that'll help us. Edgecombe is a world-class athlete, but he's still learning to play the game. Besides Cooper, ain't nobody out there I'm going to put, man, Cooper, my dude. And he went right to my, Brandon, what's up, Brandon? Brandon, what's up, baby? Oh, Brandon, he said, back in the day, that's my man. Brandon, BJ, oh my God. I think it's great to break records. Brandon, Brandon, you just made me. I still got your number. I might call you on this project I'm doing. Uh, he said, I think it's smart to reclass. Why, Brandon? I think we all get older and say, if I had more time, I knew what I. Okay, I like that. I like that. I like that. See, I just don't have an opinion about it. Because I told you, mine, we was trying to get to the Ivy League as soon as possible. He's a pretty good basketball player, but I need him to get to the Ivy League as soon as possible. Not waiting to get to the Ivy League. Because basketball wasn't the end all be all in my house. He said, but I like that from Brandon. He said, I know someone who is struggling to make a decision on their kid. The kid can play, but to reclass him by getting outpowered some game, getting outpowered. I'm looking for help. Brandon gave you some help. Brandon said, let me put it up there while it's up there. I can put two of them up there. He said, he said he liked the reclass. Hold up. He said he think it's smart to reclass. But Brandon, you got to give me more than that. You give me a little bit more than that, though, Brandon. Cause you know more. One more year, you know more. Okay. If the Chop Shop family can help me as much, thank y'all. He said you don't need anything to be wrong. Reclassify. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't believe in it. I didn't reclassify. I'm going with the cards that I was dealt. Especially, what are you reclassifying for? I too, what's up? I like this. They are just reclassifying for sports. I know that, but if it'll help your son out, I would do it. You see, it wouldn't help mine out. That's why I didn't do it. Listen, if I saw an advantage in it for me and my son, of course I would have did it. I'm not shooting it down. I just said I don't have an opinion of it either way. Why don't have to rush into the world anymore? Okay, but why not? Because they're bringing the world closer to you now. So you better need to know what the world is going on a little bit more. See, you gonna make me preach a sermon, man. Don't do me like this, Brandon. I think the ability to control the narrative is a gift. I like that. That basketball will go flat one day. Absolutely, it will. But I think I'm not trying to rush you into the world. I'm trying to prepare you from the world. I don't have to put you back another grade. I'm preparing you to get to Cornell or Harvard in my house, Brandon. I'm just talking about my house. Y'all got to do it. It's different. Okay, that is. It's different. It's everybody got their own. Yes, it's situational. He said, but I think like your reclassing in our era is a no-go. It was like, it was like failing. No, you weren't reclassing back then. Your ass was failing. These guys, like a perfect example. Cooper Flagg, he classed up. He said, I'm finna go bust all the old dudes' ass. And I'm still gonna be the number one pick. Let me give me a drink. It's just water, y'all. Brandon, we all wish we could be young. Yeah, no. I like where I'm at right now, Brandon. I don't wish that right now, Brandon. No. Trey Phillips, we talking about reclass. How did we get here? Oh, loose chopper. Okay, it's smart to reclass for sports if you know for a fact that your kid will. Dude, how in the hell do you know for a fact your kid will be continuing to grow fit? How you know that? You don't know all of that. That my girl. My girl is in the building. Son, your Bill is in the building. Shawnee, we talking about reclassing. We talk about little Johnny. He I'm trying to see. Let me use her. Let me use her. Now I'm gonna tell you who it worked for. Justin Jackson. He went back. He got a little taller, a little longer. Wound up going to North Carolina. Wound up going pro. That's Justin Jackson. Paul Miranda. What would you say if we knew that ball eventually goes flat? What the reason we Hey, Brandon, I'm loving this, Brandon. Brandon, I'm glad you're here, but you need to be on more often, man. He said reclassing was the talk of all the kids at John Lucas Camp, all races. What was the talk? What Doug Johnson at? I mean, Doug John was at. What was the talk at John Lucas Camp about reclassing? This is funny. Somebody said back in the day, if you got held back, you would look at a certain way, but not now. Y'all ain't finna mess with me. Y'all ain't finna mess with me all day. Y'all. Hold your thought. Hold your thought. Maturity level for the kids should be a deciding factor. Hey, you know what? Y'all, we got some new. Brandon, I don't even know. Brandon, No Excuses Pro-Am. You used to play in it. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It starts at Friday on 6, Saturday at 2, and on Sundays at 12 games all the rest of the evening. The No Excuses Pro-Am is back and bigger and better. I've seen some young talent. I mean, it was some very, very exciting games. They got the women playing against them women serious, man. I can't wait to go see this lady who played before, this young lady who played before I was. I came in. I can't wait. I don't know her name, but she coached a high school somewhere, and I can't wait to see her play again. I want to see her play. Because they say she's a killer diller. I can't wait. I see great. I'm trying to see what y'all said. Damn, kids are almost able to go by. Look, if you're 14 years old, 6'4" or taller, it makes sense. But if you're a ball beater, stop it. Okay. I like that. Loose Chopper, is the guy 6'4" or over right now? Is he 6'4"? To me, parents, ladies and gentlemen, I got some for y'all. Y'all just making me. Y'all making me gonna do this now. At first, I was iffy about doing it, but I got some. I got some coming up. I got some coming up for high school people, and we're gonna dress that. We're gonna dress that. We're gonna dress it. We're gonna dress it. We're gonna dress it. High school, middle school parents, tell all of them to stay tuned for the Chop Shop, cause I'm gonna have a special thing that I'm bringing some people in. We're gonna do some stuff, and guess what? You're gonna have to pay for this. This one ain't gonna be free, cause there's people gonna be there that's gonna help you. Ain't gonna be free. I'm giving you enough right here. Okay, I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know right now, in hand. But you need to be there. Ain't gonna be crazy, but ain't gonna be free. But let me keep going. The kids was telling other kids, you got one more year to reclass, meaning before you're ninth grader. I couldn't believe it. And it don't matter. Basketball, it ain't about race. Cooper Flagg showed you that. I didn't know her name. I don't know her name. But I'm gonna find out and see is that her name. He said, you need to bring me on the show as a coach. I got you, man. Well, I can't kick Jimmy out. Jimmy is a staple. You can come on as a guest. You've been on as a guest before. But waiting on you. You be too busy. 5'11" would be in 8th grade next year, man. Hell no. Make sure that boy learn his ABCs and go get some STEM classes, man. Man, at 5'11", man, no. Do me a favor, go look at his mom and dad. If his little mamas and dad is 5'11" and 9, 5, what you? Go on, start yours. I want you to start yours, and I'll come guest on yours. Brandon, start yours, and I'm gonna become a guest, and then bring me as a guest on yours. Because me, we think different. You got a different perspective. Why don't you start yours? You don't need to be on this one. Me and Jimmy got this one covered. Start yours, and we're going to support you. That's how we do. Hold up. Don't be like don't be like the daddy baller. You ain't let my son play. I'm going to go start my own team. Brandon, that's what it sounds like. Let me put it up there. That's what it sounds like right there, Brandon, right there. That's how it sounds. You ain't going to let my son play? I'm finna go start my own team. You won't let my son play. Somebody said kids reclassify and still don't have a star behind their name. Oh my God. My son graduated 17. Let me read some of this stuff. My son graduated 17, so we thought about it. My son graduated, so we thought about, whereas most of his peers were 18. For fast forward 4 years, all is well. Okay. I like that. I too. I like that one. Oh, Michael Jordan said teachers and staff are looking forward to your child being gone. So imagine the look on their face when he comes back for another year. Hold on, man. Don't do him like that, Michael Jordan. That's not fair. You know what? I don't know. No. See, I can tell. Hold up, y'all. I can tell who been on Twitter. I can tell who been on Twitter. Cooper Flag was not worried about no AJ the Master. Let me repeat that. Cooper Flag was not worried about AJ the Master. He knew he could be the #1 pick, and he chose it. Ain't got nothing to do with AJ the Master. Stay off Twitter and that clickbait. Somebody call me with that mess. That boy ain't thinking about no AJ the Master. I'm just telling you, like a TI is. He had no reason to. I've seen both of them play. AJ the Master better be worried about Darren Peterson. Loose chopper. The guy who just replaced him as the #1 player in the country. Let me keep going. Loose chopper, you need to be on this show every day. Because hey, let me tell you something. We're going to give you something. We're going to get. But did I tell y'all about the program? Did I tell y'all who got football players? Who got football players that want to go to an exposure camp? Go to this QR code. Let me do it myself. I like to go to the QR codes. Go get your camera phone out. July 4th, a good day. Because that's not Independence Day for us. So don't even worry about it. It's July 4th, okay? They didn't free us on July 4th. So don't never let nobody tell you no different. Hold up, let me see, can I do it? Hold up, y'all. Let me make it. Let me make it. Yeah. It went straight to it. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason I want to introduce this is a great thing. On July 3rd, they were going to have a golf tournament, but we're going to postpone the golf tournament till, let me see. Let me make sure I got the right. I think it's one thing, but I want to make sure it's the right thing. Oh, September the 29th at 8 a.m. in the morning. But what this is exposure camp, y'all. It's presented by Heaven Bound Christian League. Gonna have Ania Smith, Landon Robinson, Jay Hunt, Isaiah Spiller, Leon O'Neal Jr. All of these players is from supporting each other. And Coach Daryl Dickey. And it's going to be on July 4th. All the information, you just go to the QR code. You can get all the information off of there. I can make it bigger, and you can see down there the HCL Silver Legacy.info. You can go register now, 9 a.m. check-in. match up with the wide receivers and the DBs, the quarterbacks, the lineup. I mean, they're gonna have a great exposure camp. Come here and get noticed, and come here. It's gonna be in Missouri City. Um, Paid parking. You already the parkings are okay. So shout out to Heaven Bound Christian League. Man, these people are doing so many great things, and they thought enough of us. Instead of having a golf tournament on July 3rd in that hot ass sun, they said no, because I was just in one on Friday. I mean on Monday, John Lucas. And y'all, I'm telling you, I'm recovered now, but yeah, it got to me. But those are kind of things that we're doing in community. And I told you I got some coming up in this community. Ain't nothing like it. And what I've done is study over this last 7 years how we can help this our high school athletes a lot better. And I found some things that we're gonna put together, and we're gonna make it happen. Okay. All right. Let me keep going. Uh, you know what I learned by doing this show? Not everybody's gonna like you. People have a right to their opinion. That's why I love y'all comments up there. People have different tastes. Uh, I just like to share that with y'all because um, we everybody want to be liked, and everybody want to be this, and everybody want this. But I learned doing this show for so long. I love hearing y'all opinions when they differ from mine. That's why I love what Brandon was saying. I love it. I love that Loose Chopper can come on here and say, hey man, I need help. And Loose Chopper, send me your information, chopshophtx@gmail.com. I'm gonna find some people who are not necessarily experts, but people have dealt with this stuff for years. And maybe they can help you a lot better. But I just don't know what you expect from a 5'10" guard in the 8th grade, and you just what you trying to do with it. Um, but what's up, Robin Young? So we're gonna go there. We're gonna go to Chop Shop Htx@gmail.com, and I'm gonna try to get you in the right place at the right time. Okay, and make sure you keep listening to the show, because this young kid right here and his family need to be the first ones at this thing that I'm giving. I got some people that's gonna give to help y'all. Y'all need to be the first ones there. Y'all need to be the first ones to sign up. Because we're gonna make sure we expertly cover all of those bases for you. Y'all, I sit there and watch some the other day. The NBA and NBC is back after 23 years, and they not playing around. I'm seeing this. I watched this lineup, man. They got Mike Tirico and Noah Eagle on the call. Iron Eagle's son. You got Reggie. What what's Reggie name? Where's Sister Cheryl? Reggie Miller. I think Jamal Crawford, Grant Hill. They're gonna be breaking it down. I think it's Jamal Crawford. They got Maria Taylor hosting with Mello and Vince Carter, and then Michael Jordan gonna be a special contributor. This is a they got something going on right here, man. And I saw something the other day I want to share with y'all. It's two subjects. I say one for tomorrow. I'm trying to see which one I want. Let's go, because the draft is tonight, and I want to share with y'all just a little bit before I get out of here. But the draft is tonight, and the salary cap. I want y'all to watch this of the Spurs and the Nets. A lot of people would try to use them to facilitate trades because they're not over the cap. They got money under the cap. They're gonna have to spend that money sometime. They got to spend that money because that's the players' money anyway. I don't know how they got to spend that money. But here's the problem. I just found out with the media and the people who cover these salary cap things. If you are a team within the apron, you can't aggregate salaries. You can't send extra salaries out and take on multiple players, take on multiple players, right? And send one player out. You can't do that. Trying to circumvent the cap that way. But no one mentions how you can take a perfect example, Atlanta. Atlanta got rid of $30 million and took in $30 million, right? But they did that to take Terrence Mann and ship him off to the Nets, who have cap space. Y'all see how slick that was? I'm coming dollar for dollar with you because I can't aggravate it, but I'm going to ship this dude off to the Nets because they got cap space, but I got to do something for the Nets. When they talk about the complications in some of these trades, and I don't want to get too far in. I'm just giving you some. I'm just trying to give you a little something that when you see crazy stuff going on tonight, a lot of these people wouldn't mention what I just mentioned. They don't go into that detail. But a lot of teams are frozen at the second apron. That means they can't do nothing. They got to take in dollar for dollar. I trade you $50. I got to trade. If I paid you this play, I got to trade you this play. They got to make the same amount of money. They can't. No wiggle room in that second apron, right? But it's different ways to do it. The way you can do it, you can call up the Nets, call up the Spurs. When you want to rebuild, you don't want to keep them $40 million and $50 million players on your roster. They got that much money left. You trying to get them out. When you're trying to, what you do is allow to have like a revolving door of players. Terrence Mann, y'all got to remember, at one point, he was fetching, I think, 2 first-round draft picks from the Clippers. He was at the Clippers. And now Terrence Mann, for the Nets, he might be done. If he go there he might be done. He went from fetching 2 first-round picks for him. Now he might be done. Now that the Nets got the first-round pick just to absorb Mann's 40-ish, 45-ish salary. But what if the Nets can resuscitate Terrence Mann's career and get a first-round pick out of it? So it made sense for the Nets. This is the type of stuff, y'all, that OKC was doing. All them years they were losing. They weren't talking about it. People weren't talking about it. Y'all, they let Sam Presti get away with murder. But they were rebuilding. But now they got SGA now. That wasn't in the plan. They didn't think that the Clippers were going to trade for for Paul George. They didn't think that was going to happen. But Terrence Mann is not SGA. Let's get this straight now. But it gives you the flexibility. It gives you the stuff that OKC is doing and put them in a position. They got all these first-round draft picks. They just won a championship, and they got a bunch of assets and a young team. Now they got a projected lottery pick named Noah Asenge is reportedly leaving his team, who lead 2-1. I told y'all about this earlier in the German League Finals to attend the NBA draft. That man said, I'm gone. He gonna miss the remainder of the German League Finals to attend the NBA draft ceremony. But his teammate, who's supposed to get drafted too, he said, how does do it with all of those? What you mean, how does they do it? How does they do it with all of those picks? They're just assets. They just sit there. You can use them or you can trade them. A pick is just an asset. We don't know who gonna be that pick that year. This number one pick this year, it's got Cooper Flag. You want that one. But some of these guys are jokers. I mean, we don't know what they're gonna be. He says since it's the players' money, why teams haven't, because they gonna match it up. They gonna figure out a way. Let's say they didn't use all their salary cap up this year. They got to make sure they use it the next year. They just didn't have nobody to pay. I don't blame the Spurs. But the players gonna eventually get the money. They ain't have to get it all right now, but they gonna get the money, Michael Jordan. But I knew somebody was gonna ask that question, but it's too complicated for me to try to. I mean, you have to call me on the phone for that one. Crystal, let's see what else going on. The draft tonight, Crystal. The draft is tonight. Let's see. But some people was talking about. Some people was mad at the boy for leaving Germany, talking about leaving your teammate and your coaches and the fans in the middle of the finals to walk across the stage and shake Adam Silver's hand is not something I prefer as a first round pick to do. You know, we always got them kind of people, right? Just like saying a baseball player in the minor league baseball is turning down being called up. The man going to the big leagues, y'all. The German league ain't the big leagues. Y'all can have this. I'm going over across this water to get this bread. That's what the dude told him. You know, what you want him to risk? His ACL over in the German Plumbers League? No, sir, not going to happen. But you know what? I saw something, and I want to share with y'all. It was talking about Grayson Allen. I'm sorry. Cooper Flag dominated college basketball and has been universally praised all season, even by people like me who historically hated everything about Duke. The question is why? Why is Cooper Flag being embraced when all the other white Duke superstars were hated? Grayson Allen, J.J. Redick, Kristen Leitner, Danny Ferry, they were hated. What happened? I'm going to share a little bit more of that with y'all tomorrow, because when I think about summer basketball and I'm thinking about the email the coach gave me yesterday, a parent gave me yesterday, and I told the parent, I said, let me tell you something. I don't know why. What the parent did is told me the schools. Oh, yesterday a parent, let me go to it. Parent asked me a question. Let me go to it so I can give it to y'all. I don't want to paraphrase on it. And he was troubled. You know, this is his son. He said, Mr. Hatter, I didn't know coaches were such assholes. And we as parents and players are supposed to just be quiet. He said his coach has told different universities that have shown significant interest in his son. Then on the other hand, telling him how he wants to make it right for him there. Right? He said, Mr. Hatter, this stuff is sour. And I'm trying to remain quiet and positive, but this is the third university that has been heavily recruiting this kid. So you know how I am. I felt bad for him, Ray Moore. But then I asked him to schools. And I said, player, Your son ain't good enough to play there. I don't know what games and pro coaches playing with you. I saw your son play. I don't know why them coaches told you that. They was giving you an excuse why he can't come here. They ain't heavily recruiting your son. When you told me to school, you can't trick this stuff. You are who you are. So parents, we got to be, in this basketball community, we got to get better and telling these parents the truth. Yo, if you call and ask me something, I'm going to tell you how I see it. And evidently you care about my input because you wouldn't have called me. But I got to tell you how I see it. But y'all, ladies and gentlemen, I mentioned something to y'all a while back about being together, having good togetherness, and how important. Even when I tell you to share this show, share it. No, get on the phone and say, hey man, you need to be like somebody did earlier. Who was that brought the people in? I got to remember them people. Somebody brought some people in early from all the way from Pennsylvania. I'm trying to find it on my board, man. If y'all see all my comments are aggregated on the feed. But can I talk to y'all? This Women Rock Wednesday, and we're sitting in the barbershop right now. That's where the Chop Shop was derived from. Everybody, we sitting in the barbershop. We just sitting around. Like I did the other day, Monday. I happened to play golf with Penny Hardaway and Monty Williams. Two millionaires. Two very accomplished coaches. Two great men. And I'm just sitting there listening to them. And the questions they were asking each other. And I'm just sitting there. Hold on. Let me see. Yo, hold up. There we are there. And I'm just sitting there and watching. John Lucas might have been given a golf tournament. But these two powerful black men got a chance to get to know each other and hang out with each other. They competed against each other, but they got a chance to talk about being a coach. My team might want to go to college because if you go back to NBA before the deal up, they had to pay that money back. He ain't trying to do that. They owe him $65 million. But he's coaching in high school, and I'm just watching these guys converse with each other. Who probably, if it wasn't for being at this golf tournament, they probably wouldn't have never. And I just sit back, y'all, when you're in situations like this, you sit back and just listen. And the two was talking to each other. And Gary just said, okay, I'm going to click. Watch this.
Get to your positions. Actually, it starts with in practice at 10, you got to be there at 8. Treat it like pros. I'm walking here at 9:30, 9:15. It's 8 o'clock. It can't be 8:01. I really don't want it to be 7:59. Okay. That's for real. Right. Come in, where they do the breakfast, they do treatment, then they do weights, then they get ready for us. But
can I pause there? Because I don't want y'all to forget about this. Monty asked Penny, what are your non-negotiables for your culture in your basketball program? I said, and he said, practice started at 10. But y'all got to be there at 8. Matter of fact, before 8. Because you got to get breakfast, you got to get treatment, you got to get everything. And when I step in to teach, I want everybody focused and ready. I'm treating you like the pros. That's what you say you want to do. This the conversations that they were having.
As a culture, yeah, it's about respect, accountability, holding each other accountable. So if someone has a jersey in, and I got to walk in and tell them to put a jersey.
If somebody don't have their jersey in, because y'all got to remember in an NBA, in a college game, they're going to tell you one time to tuck their jersey in. You got to tuck it out because the next one they're going to give you a technical foul. You have to, so he doing it in practice. He said, somebody in practice the players need to say, man, hey, get that shirt there before he even get in before he walk in there. These guys talking.
And that's the whole team. Everybody getting it.
I got a question though.
And, but yeah, it's basically just those things, you know.
With the new rules and the NIL, and y'all been able to pay these guys, man. Don't the amateur rules change? You know, you say you got a certain amount of hours. Don't those hours change now since they get paid?
They haven't adjusted everything. It's 4 hours per week.
Okay.
They haven't adjusted.
See, the players still, they're getting all this money, but they still don't have to for 4 hours a week. But like he said, they adjusted everything. But they want this bread. They want to get paid. But they still under the old system where we don't want to work our student athletes so hard. Because the student part is important than the athlete part. But y'all all know that's changed. That's why I asked the question.
Yeah. There needs to be some adjusting though. But if that's what you were talking about, I don't know what yours were when you told your guys that.
I felt like I did too much.
Monty said he felt like he did too much. He said that was one of his downfalls. Watch this.
I would have like 5 things and we'd have it written around the gym.
Yep.
And I've gotten to a place now at our high school I'm like, show up on time and do your best.
Yes.
And
high school, show up on time and do your best. Show up on time and do your best. Show up on time and do your best.
that encompasses like
Everything.
everything.
And that encompasses everything. Do your best in school. Do your best on the court. Do your best in the classroom. Do your best in the hallway when you're meeting other people.
Show up on, because I listened to Coach Saban a little bit before I got fired in Detroit. And he was just talking about the process. He was like, their program changed. I mean, obviously he has talent. But he said their program changed when they stopped looking at results. And he just said, just do your best every set, every rep.
The progress happened when they stopped looking at results and just doing your best every rep, every time.
That's why
Possession, like don't worry about the.
I'm
outcome.
set and rep driven more so than the W. They're gonna come. Want me to go?
Oh no,
We got a thing called reps removed out.
Reps removed outs. Watch
Reps
me.
removed out.
Chris and them loved that, man. They were like, we made T-shirts and hats and
Yeah.
and
High school coaches, I just gave you some reps. I just gave you some. Make you some T-shirts for your boys. I just gave you something that Stephen A. Smith and them didn't give you. Shannon Sharp didn't give you this. The reason I wanted to share that with y'all because I was just thinking about something. I was thinking about Target. Thinking about Target. I was thinking about the boycott that I've been a part of, the Target Fast, targetfast.org. I didn't harp on it on this show, but in my personal life with my friends, we've been doing it. I didn't like Target anyway, so it was easy for me not to go to Target. But something is wrong today, ladies and gentlemen of America. that nobody is going to say nothing about us bombing 3 different bases that has nothing to do with us. Something wrong. Nobody is going to say nothing about us spending $47 million for a parade that nobody shows up to. This Women Rock wins. I got to give y'all this today. Ain't nobody going to say nothing about the Trump family net worth has gone up $5 billion in the last 6 months since he been in office. Kenny Gamble, shout out to you, brother. I saw you out there coaching them guys out there, man, in the Pro-Am, man. That's the kind of stuff I like. Him, Henry Sims. We got new blood in here coaching these young kids in the Pro-Am, in the No Excuse Pro-Am. No Excuse Pro-Am is off the chain. These guys gonna usher in a new movement of young guys gonna play in this game, and it's gonna get crazy. Then the pros we're gonna get a couple of pros. All we need is 1 or 2 Houston Rockets. But now Houston is not a destination. I'm getting back to this because it's important. Houston ain't the destination place no more, where everybody used to come. These guys got enough money to have houses somewhere else now. Houston used to just be a place they come and work out and be here, but they just don't have to be it no more. It's a reason for it, but we're working on it. But something is wrong in the basketball community when we got coaches just can talk negative about players and then come in front of their mamas and dad's place and then something is wrong. When a player don't play on your team, he can't play. But something is wrong. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing about Trump lying about the airplane that it ain't even for the U.S. government, but it's for his own family. See, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, I'm a free black man, and before I be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. That's why I got to give y'all this information. Somebody got to say something. Yo, this the Chop Shop. This is like we talking in the barber shop. That's why I can pivot to this. Come on, bring it back to us not being together. Something is wrong. And somebody got to say something about it. Because in the last 18 weeks, we have been boycotting Target. And I hope y'all have. I mentioned this a couple of times on the show. I can't make y'all do, but we've been boycotting Target for the last 18 weeks. And said there's no way in the world we're going to go into Target. I got a reason why now. Where black people were spending $12 million a day in Target. And Target said they're going to pull back everything that they said they was going to do for us, the pledges. They pulled back because of Trump said something. So we said to Target, you got 4 things that you got to see. Boom, boom, boom. I've been waiting on y'all to come and email me and say, Robert, this is what I expect out of this basketball community. We got 4 things we're going to ask for. These people charging us all this money. These people doing all this crazy stuff. These people lying to us and try. This what we want. You got to have an axe. So this what we told Target. We have 4 things you got to do in order for us to walk back in that store. Summer basketball community, y'all got 4 things to do before we walk back in y'all tournaments. First of all, guess what they told them? This is our first. You got to invest $250 million in the black banks. We got 23 black banks. We got 23 black banks. We want you to invest $250 million before we walk back in Target. You have to honor what you said to George Floyd's family and invest. You said you're going to invest $2 billion into black business. Target. You got 27 Target stores around the country on white campuses. I know y'all didn't know some of this, but not one on the HBCU. You know why I know? I go to all the HBCUs. Target, you need to partner with 6 HBCUs with their business program so that our young people will be able to scale their business and do a national franchise. We said that, and you have to reimagine the way DEI is. Yes, those are the acts. And 16 weeks later, you don't deliver, even though your stock dropped, even after the CEO salary, y'all cut his salary by 42% because of the stock dropping. Even after you lost $12 billion in valuation. But you thought you were going to go around us, the people that organized this boycott, and go to the national, y'all watch this, Kevin Fraber, and they go to the National Baptist Convention and they seek out and told them, we're going to give y'all $300,000 to get your black people to start coming back to Target. Are you crazy? To think that we're going to sell out for that chump change? We asking for billions and you trying to give the Baptist Convention $300,000? You don't know who we are. Summer basketball community, I hope y'all getting this. These people don't know who you are. You more than you think you are. That's why you got a guy like me up here telling you how strong and how powerful you are. That's why I tell you to share the show. Millions of people need to be watching this. You must know who you are. I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about. In 1961, maybe y'all might remember this. Some of y'all might. The National Baptist Convention, the same old National Baptist Convention, was meeting, and they did not want to support this young preacher from Georgia named Martin Luther King. They said to him, man, you speaking too out loud about the civil rights, man. We don't want you to do all that. Just preach and sit down. Don't do all that marching. That's what this National Baptist, that's what they told. Don't make a stand. Don't challenge the government. And as a consequence, Martin Luther King Jr. and Gardner Taylor walked out of that church and started the Progressive Baptist Convention. Ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't just the National Baptist of America. It was also the National Baptist of the United States, also the Missionary Baptist, and also the Church of God in Christ. And $300,000. It wasn't even per institution. Them folk, they gave them Negroes $75,000 for them to sit down and roll over. Does this remind y'all of something? Not Jamal Bryant, young pastor I met years ago in Baltimore when my son was playing one of them teams in Baltimore. And they played on Saturday. You know what I did? I'll go to church on Sunday before I get on the plane. I went to his church because I heard about it. It's a long time. It's what, 2014. He called him in a group, Tamika Mallory, and a group of 2 other people, I don't know their name. He called the National Baptist Convention. He said, Rev, can't go out like that, man. We're seeing ourselves, we're selling ourselves short. Rev said, Jamal, give me a couple of days, man, and let me get the board together. Jamal said, bro, you can get the board together, but on Sunday morning, I'm going to this mic, and I got something to say. You have got to give me something, man, to work with, Rev. He said, Pastor Brian, give me a couple of days and I'll do it. Jamal told him, man, you got 1 week to send me in writing that the Baptist Convention stands with the boycott and stands with the oppressed and stands with the marginalized and stands with the nameless and faceless people who are on the front line. $75,000. You know what Jamal told the Baptist Convention? If y'all need $75,000 that bad, I'll write you a check. I hope y'all getting this. You can't sell out yourself. You can't sell yourself out for $75,000, man. Some of y'all has got to break. And in some of basketball community, some got to break because it can't keep going like this. People cussing the coaches out, cussing and fighting and bringing guns to the... Some got to break. Jamal said the last couple of weeks, Target has been playing in his face. Y'all watch this. He's been hiring internet influencers. So somebody can go on the internet. You know, every time y'all put something, y'all gonna come put something on the screen about what you done saw on the internet. Tell me how you think. My son telling me, Dad, you go to Chat GPT. Do you go to Chat GPT? He called himself helping me. I said, man, everything that Chat GPT need to be calling me. Because I messed around. What I'm going to put it, somebody got to put that information in there. This original information. The man said Target had been hiring internet influencers to go online, rappers and artists and athletes, to play and broadcast outside of Target and inside Target. And thinking he wasn't going to say nothing. He said, Target, you ain't got to talk directly to me. All you got to do is watch the reruns of Color Purple. Until you do right by me, nothing is going to work. Ladies and gentlemen, with togetherness, we will break Target. We're going to break Dollar General. They just as worse. Ain't got no black people in high places at Dollar General. And we will break any company that don't honor our dignity. I know this hard for y'all because y'all like to just go, I'll go and pay it, Robert. I'll go and pay it. I pay it. He said his pastor talked about this on Sunday. He should have been talking about it. Y'all, we got to break any company that don't honor our dignity while trying to take our dollar. Y'all should be sharing this show right now. See, some of y'all don't want to hear this. And I know it. I just want to go along and just get along. Jamal said, I ain't got no problem with the black church. But he recognized the fingerprints of these satanic principles. And its intention, an intention of the enemy to have us fighting with each other. Some of y'all do it every day on this show. Yeah, come on this show. Some people come on this show just to fight with me. But he's not declaring war on any of these Baptist conventions. He's declaring war on the spirit of division. What if everybody just shared the show? I told some people, man, you need to, man, I got a partner of mine on Eric Boone. This man sit up here, he did it in my face. I don't know what he do when I'm not around. But he told this man, you got to watch this show. The man said, I don't have my phone with me. He said, he emailed, he texted the link to the guy. Listen to me, y'all. White supremacy takes delight in us fighting with each other. We can debate. Me and Jimmy gonna go back and forth. But if we learn how to stand together as one, we are an undeniable force. I remember that old Negro spiritual as we walk together, children don't get weary. Do you understand how powerful we would be if we would just stick together and stop stabbing each other in the back? Stop talking negative about other people's kids. What would happen? What would happen? I'm looking at everybody talking about basketball. I want my son to go to the NBA. And how France, what they doing over there in France. People want to argue with me on this. I just get me what they're doing in France. It's developing its top youth basketball player into NBA and WNBA draft picks inside the system. They're shaping basketball legends. Man, I saw that. Did I put it up there? I didn't put it up there, did I? Did I put the stuff about France up here? Please tell me. No, I didn't. Let me see if I got it. Let me see if I got the France stuff up there. No, I did not. Did not process. But y'all, they got stages of youth basketball developing in France, right? It's called the French Federation of Basketball Overseas entire this is their program. They got the grassroots, the mini basketball from 5 to 12. Okay, y'all can write this down. The introduction to basketball, the basic skill development, and local competition. Local competition from 5 to 12. Then they got regional training centers for ages 13 to 15. Selected players receive elite training alongside education. Okay? Then they filter for future national prospects. So they train them 5 to 12. See who good out of that. From 13 and 15, they select players and who gonna receive elite alongside education. and filter for future natural prospects. And then they got the INSEP. The INSEP is the team that beat the brakes off the team we sent over that other day. What team that we sent over that other day? That overtime team went over there and INSEP beat the brakes off them. INSEP is from age 15 to 18. The top 36 boys and girls compete for 20 spots each to receive world-class training, education, and compete in the pro leagues. Then from 16 to 20, you have the pro club academies. Along or sometimes alongside INSEP, I just mentioned to you, players may join pro academies and make their pro debuts. And then ages 18 plus, the professional international players in the top French leagues, the LNB, the LF1, are seek to play internationally in the NCAA, NBA, or the WNBA. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you the evolution of the French players. Can I give it to you? I ain't saying they're better than us, but look what they're doing. In the 90s, you had one male and one female. In the 2000s, we had four. It's Tony Parker, Akeem Noah, looked like Akeem Noah, Dow, what's his name? Boris Diaw, and what's my slam dude name? He's still playing now. Got his name. Then in the 2000s, I'm gonna get his name. Batum, Nicholas Batum, and had one women player in the 2000s. Drafted. I'm talking about drafted. In the 210s, you had four players drafted. I can't see these guys' name. I didn't have their name, but I know the big for Rudy Gobert is one of them. And I can't think of his name. I got his name. I'll tell you in a minute. But what is his name? Ibusele, play for Philadelphia now. Had two women drafted in the 10s, two women. But in the 20s, 2020s, 2, 4, 6, 12 players drafted. 13 players drafted in the 10s, 2 WNBA players. In the 20s, you got 12 players drafted. Wow. And 6 players drafted in the WNBA. They've had an evolution. Did you hear this model? And ain't nobody saying nothing about it. Y'all just don't like to hear about development in this area. I don't know what is wrong with us. But that's why the kids ain't getting developed, because we don't accent. They got the mini basketball. They got the regional training centers. They got the INSEP. They got the pro club academies. Then they got the professional international thing. Man, it's right there. It's right there. But it's 2 o'clock. And boy, I got through this. I didn't think I was going to get through it today. Let's see if anybody take me some. Hold up. Man, I wish I could tell y'all some of these texts these people be sending me. But I'm out of here, man. I had fun today. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Eric Harrison. Thank you, Eric, the comedian. Thank you, everybody. Loose Chopper, boy, you was great today. Barry McDonald, you was great today. Barry, don't forget, email me. Thank you, Freight. Thank you, Kenny Gamble. Thank you, Don Hall. Thank you, Travis Lynch. Michael Jordan, thank you. One of these days, I tell you exactly how that stuff worked, Michael Jordan. He said, please have a show or something about it. Loose Chopper, send me your information, Chop Shop Htx at gmail.com. Brandon, I hope you come back, but start your show, but I still want you to come back and we'll watch your show too. But you got to be good or we ain't going to watch it no more. Let me go. Paul Miranda, thank you. Everybody, I'm just thanking everybody. Sonya, it's Women Rock Wednesday. I know I'm talking to the fellas. Fellas, thank you for being here on Women Rock Wednesday. Sonya Billingsley, she's always welcome. I'm just going through all of y'all names. Chris George, I see you. I see you. Because I got some people at the end. Let me see who said something. That's pretty much the model all over Europe. Yeah. So why we not doing it here? Heard. Y'all want to take y'all Junebugs around the country. I got the best 5th grader in the country. I got the best 5-year-old in the country. I got the best 6-year-old in the country. I got the best 7-year-old in the country. I got the best. Man, John Lucas told me something, boy. I never forget it, man. He said, man, don't worry about your son being the best 9th grader. Don't worry about him being the best 10th grader. Don't worry about him being the best 11th grader. Man, make sure he the best 12th grader. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. But this is a formula that's working. And we so arrogant. We so arrogant. Yo, we can implement this in Houston. You got to worry about everybody else. But who gonna get the guy to go? Well, everybody ain't gonna. Man, I get sick of this backwoods ass thinking. Let's get it done. All you people that ain't trying, y'all just get the freak out the way. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all been in the way. Y'all been doing all this stuff all this time, and y'all ain't got nothing. Get out the way. Man, stop it, man. I didn't. I just said I'm out there with 3. I 2. But I just, boy, stop. Hey, boy, you kind of right. You kind of right. You got to understand, man. Man, somebody, say, I told you, my friends be texting me. I wish I could tell y'all what they text me. But I can't tell y'all because some of y'all going to take that wrong what they just text me. He said, I watched the best show called The Chop Shop ASAP. Thank you, Travis Lynch. Hey, Miss Brumfield, you know it's Women Rock Wednesday. I'm glad I stayed on. I stay on a few minutes. Hey, wait a minute. This ain't Jeremy Fields, folks, is it? Because that's my dude. Please tell me you know Jeremy Fields. That's my dude. Miss Brumfield, please tell me you know him. He said, my kids averaging 20 points. Wait a minute. In 19 sports. Oh, okay. I didn't read it right. My kid averaged 20 points in a 9 under league, and he a pro. Yo, we got to cut that out. Y'all, did y'all notice this? The French. I didn't even know this. What did I tell y'all we need to get to them kids? I didn't even know this. They dad did this. And Herb, if you knew this model overseas, man, why is it so hard to do in Houston? No, it ain't hard because I got the people. I'm sorry. It ain't hard no more. I got some people who gonna step up and show out. I got some people who gonna step up and show out. This is it right here. And they're gonna be able to make them so that I ain't telling you to do this for free. But we got to make it make sense. Miss Broomfield, you gonna say something to me? Who invited you on the show? Say something. We like, because I hadn't seen this name. I've seen it once or twice maybe, but I haven't seen, I don't remember the name. I just want to welcome you to the Chop Shop. Monday through Thursday, we do this from 12. And when you put your comment on the screen, it's Women Rock Wednesday weekend. No, every day. If a woman put her comment on the screen, it gets priority over the men. I'm sorry. But women get stuff done. Them guys be, well, I don't. Oh, your son is at Legacy. Okay. All right. I like Legacy. I like Legacy now. Jay Jackson, I like Legacy. I like Legacy. Now I can't wait. You know what? Can't nobody say nothing negative about Legacy on this show. Well, you couldn't in the beginning. Because Carrie is a great friend of mine. But guess what? You can't now. Miss Brumfield in the building. Now, you say something about Legacy, you're going to have a problem with me. You know what I love about Legacy? School of Sports and Science. That's the only high school in the sports and marketing class that watch this show. So they are my favorite high school in the world. Because what? Input equal output. They support us. You got to support him. See, boy, somebody got an excuse. See, guys like this, I don't want around. What I'm doing, I don't want nobody around me thinking like this. You can only do so much in 90 minutes. I don't want y'all, I don't want nobody thinking like that. Thinking like that, don't come around me. Don't come around me. Take that's I call that stinking thinking. Take that somewhere and flush it. I'm not thinking about what you can only do. No, I'm not thinking like that. Ms. Brumfield, make sure you stay on this Chop Shop. If your son in high school, I got something for y'all. It's coming up. When I keep seeing stuff like that, I know I'm on the right track. I always, y'all listen to me. Y'all listen to me. I got to give you this before we get off the show. Wise man told me this, Joe Madison. He gave me this long time ago. He said, avoid the Negro naysayers. The person who find a problem in every solution. Those people don't build, they destroy. They don't love, they hate. They don't defend, they attack. Because deep down, they don't believe Black people are capable of building anything. Beware. Boy, y'all don't have no other word today. Beware of those people. Thank you, Ms. Broomfield. Ms. Broomfield, next time you come back, bring a friend. Tell a friend, tell another friend, text, tag, tell. Say, girl, I didn't see you at the end, but girl, you got to get to this show tomorrow. All right? I'm out of here. Because we usually stop at 2. And just for you, I stayed for 10 more minutes. So guess what? I'm out of here. I got to go. But beware them Negro naysayers. I'm out. Bye.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, we live.